versus Chennai Super Kings. My team versus there is nobody else for Punjab.
I'll take the representation
Yeah,
considering I'm wearing red.
But we'll get to the game a little later.
We both can. Red and white put together makes it pink.
Shane is actually a KKR fan.
We know that.
But today he'll back the Punjab Kings.
The team that beat you in a world record chase.
Yes, I will back them. I mean, respect here. Come on.
Yeah,
Respect, man. Respect.
And also they're coming off a very good chase against his own team. So that's how respect builds.
Correct.
You've done it against my team, so the respect.
You have to say that a third time and then leave the room. That's what the man did.
Respect.
Respect, man.
Respect. And you go walk.
Jose, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Or Jose.
Technically, it would be Jose.
Yeah, because
Jose is Spanish.
That's what I said. Or
We
Jose.
spent so much time in Spain. So many people end up calling chants and all that also. Jose Mourinho.
Even he's not Jose. He's Jose.
Not Jose.
Jose.
He's not Jose.
Not Jose.
Yes.
Yeah. Jose.
He isn't.
Okay, since talking about KKR, we were all wondering yesterday if Shane was in the studio when Rinku Singh was dropped. He would
Was it like Shane B that did come up? Announcement was made with Shane B, one of those crestfallen.
I was disappointed. I'm like, okay, I understand. Look, you had to drop someone to accommodate whoever. Why do you have 4 spinners? What are you going to do keeping 4 spinners? You're not going to be playing 3. You're going to be playing 1 all-rounder and 1 pure spinner. So Yuzi Chahal could have been the reserve. I mean, considering that he was not in the Indian team only for a while, being a travelling reserve is in itself a promotion. So you could have had Rinku there and I would be fitting him into my 11 come what may. So
or let's say if you're going the other way, even Akshar I would have agreed if you're playing Jadeja.
Correct.
Because similar, so
exactly
you take him in the reserve and then keep Yuzi in the 15 also would have made sense. But more than 3 spinners, I'm baffled. And I can't believe this talk of some spin friendly tracks. No matter what it is, India ain't playing 3 spinners.
Yeah.
That's a given. Why on earth would you still need, I don't know. And even if you're playing 3 spinners seldom get injured or anything as such, right? So
you have to be doing something.
You have to be luxury.
You have to be doing water sport again.
To get injured. The one time Jadeja got injured was doing water sports. Not in cricket. Though there are water sports in the Caribbean, but I'm sure they will have a clause now.
Pretty sure.
That you can't be doing water sports. So what were your thoughts?
I was disappointed because I was like, man, this is a classic case of what have you done for me lately? He's barely gotten to bat for KKR, which you can say, chalo, is the franchise's fault. But it's not the franchise's job to be pushing his India selection. Their job is to win games. It is the prerogative of the selectors to keep in mind what he's done internationally. And if you go by, if the logic was that we're not looking at IPL, well then the last international match he played, he scored a quick fire 50 alongside Rohit Sharma, which gave you what should have been a match winning total. Correct. So if you're going by that logic, and that too batting in a difficult position, remember him and Rohit rebuilt the innings because India had suffered a mini collapse.
Rohit came Kohli and Samson fell for first ball ducks.
Exactly. So you rebuilt the innings, and Rinku did what he had been doing for KKR throughout 23. He'd come in when the team are in trouble, 2-3 down, rebuild the innings, either take them to a competitive total or get them home. So I just didn't understand. I'm like, man, it's so unfair. I mean, I was obviously happy even for a Chahal. But then I was thinking, do you need 4 spinners? You don't. So you could have very easily have kept Chahal in the travelling reserves also and you would have been fine. For me, Rinku should have ideally been one of my first names on the team sheet. Never mind in the 15 squad, in the 11, not even squad. So disappointed.
Not that you are disappointed. Rinku Singh's father has now said that they had kept firecrackers and sweets and everything ready to celebrate. And now Rinku has actually called up his mother. He's only told her. And he's mighty disappointed. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. He would have thought, he mentioned that he is going there, but going just to sightsee. I mean, not going to 15 is what is going to play. Travelling reserve means nothing.
Exactly.
It's like a sweetie you've given, okay, chalo. Happy.
Throwing the dog a bone, basically.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Junket.
Be happy with the visa.
Yeah, but it, I remember it's never a good feeling. Like I remember speaking to VVS Laxman, one of the time where I think if I was to draw a parallel was when Laxman missed out on the 2003 50 over World Cup. So I spoke to him. He said, that was heartbreaking. Said worse still was the fact that we were sent to the West Indies as an India A tour that went to the West Indies. He said, firstly, I'm not being picked. I was in no mood to play cricket. You know, you're crestfallen. And now I'm going for some India A, West Indies A. Like dead as a dodo pitches there. And he's like having to play 4-day cricket where you just have no motivation left.
Yeah.
But you are having to play there. It's like, and you are away from the family. So when you are a bit down, you'd want to be, with your family, take some time off. So you have to play cricket in the West Indies, far away from everything, and you're playing the kind of cricket where one man and his dog may be coming to the ground to watch it anyway. So empty grounds, India A, West Indies. You're playing 4 days. Also, most of them are draws.
Yeah.
So it's like that was probably the toughest punishment he had to go through, and I guess it'd be similar for the reserves because they'll go, they'll train, they'll do gym, maybe go to the nets. But that's about it. You can't even have that hope that even if you're backup that maybe this game, I might come. There could be an injury. Nothing. Injury, no injury. Sitting out. If by some stroke of luck, that minor chance of some injury, which is so serious that player cannot continue, something like what happened to Hardik Pandya during the 50-over World Cup. That's the only chance. Otherwise, no.
A batter and a bowler. You need 2 places in that. If Hardik gets injured.
But then you do have at least because
Shivam Dube.
But that's the thing. I mean, you picked up a Shivam Dube also, and I couldn't quite figure out how to fit him in because again, I look at it, I'm like, I feel bad for that guy also because he gets his comeback, but there's no way he's in the 11. Not unless
I would play him in the 11.
How do you fit him?
Dube, na? 11. Do you want me to make my 11 quickly? Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav. Those are my 4. Then Rishabh Pant 5.
Hardik 6.
Dube 6.
Okay, Dube 6.
Hardik 7. Jadeja 8. Kuldeep 9. Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj 10, 11.
So basically, you're going with the idea that even he'll give you some bowling.
All
Dube, that is.
Yeah, no.
Or you're relying on 5.
In which case, Hardik is bowling the full 4.
Okay.
But on a day where Hardik's not on top of his mark, that's the day I go to a Dube for an over.
Correct.
So between Dube and Hardik, I get my 4. Or most days, maybe Hardik gives me 4. If not, like really off day, then I gamble with a Dube for an over and 2. Why I'm saying that is because while we're not seeing Dube now, legally that's okay. While we're not seeing Dube now bowling, but he's been consistently bowling for his state side.
And India.
And India and his state side. So I think they want him to be in that rhythm to keep bowling. And one other advantage that India will have at the World Cup is they'll be playing some easier games to begin with.
Yeah.
Leave aside that Pakistan crucial game. You're playing in Ireland, you're playing USA, you're playing Canada. So if there's any sort of a warm up you need for Dube to bowl, I think you can utilize him there for tougher tasks ahead, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing 3 games in New York. After that, you move to Lauderhill for the final game against Canada. Then you're playing in Barbados. Mostly all your games are Super 8 games in Barbados. Barring one, I think, which is in Antigua.
St. Lucia, no?
St. Lucia is the other group. We are in Barbados and mostly Vivian Richards Stadium.
No, I think India is in
Lucia, St. Lucia. Maybe, so. But then I know Barbados for certain. That they are there in Barbados.
You're in Barbados, yes. And also St. Lucia. I
Maybe,
so.
yeah. Oh, then it's a repeat of 2010 all over again then.
I think so, but anyway.
Yeah. So.
Because as far as I know, India are 1.
A1. Yeah. India are A1. So they'll mostly be facing Australia, New Zealand and Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so if you look at A1.
No, this is not the one, Pawan.
Yeah, you'll have to go to series, yeah.
That one, yeah.
So I think India are going to be playing.
Go down. India. Go down even further. There. So yes.
No, but this won't show.
But then you'll have to check out A1.
No, it won't be.
Go to the whole team.
One second. Just normal, pura sketch खोल देना please, Pawan.
I'll just remove it, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, just go down now.
Right down.
चलते रहो बहुत नीचे जाना है आपको अभी.
Yeah.
चलते रहो.
Yep. So okay, there's matches even at Brian Lara.
चलते रहो बहुत नीचे जाना है.
There you got it.
Okay, now. So you are in A1. So see, there's one A1 in Antigua.
Antigua.
Not
and go another A1.
That was in Barbados. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you
playing
got
in
St.
St.
Lucia,
Lucia.
the
also.
Darren Sammy
That's what I
cricket
said.
stadium.
Yeah, 3. So you're playing in all the 3 then.
Yeah, you are playing in St. Lucia. I remember that India playing.
Darren Sammy Stadium, St. Lucia. And then your semi-finalists are in Providence, which is the slowest of all the West Indies decks, and Brian Lara Stadium at
But
Tarooma.
They'll make it fast.
Remember, in these tournaments, ICC takes over the pitches well in advance. It happened here also. They took the control of the pitches before the tournament started. But
So
once
that's
the
why
tournament
that
started,
ICC took control. Yeah,
no, before the tournament started.
yeah before
Once
Yeah,
it
yeah.
started, then
it was anarchy.
Siddharth just reminded of an excerpt that Siddharth and I were reading of the other day.
India, New Zealand in Mumbai, India, Australia and Ahmedabad. It was total anarchy at that point.
but that was India. Now this is West Indies.
West Indies. Who knows?
There they can take control.
Let's hope so. Because in 2010,
Then they won't have a choice.
yeah, in 2010, the West Indies didn't alter the conditions of the pitches at all in 2010. What stayed true in Providence, it was slow, low, it remained that way. Barbados was quick, Port of Spain was quick.
Let's see, because I remember somebody pointing out the other day as well that you saw 140, 150 kind of totals in the CPL.
2010, I
So-
was there. It was a very different type of T20 cricket being played.
Yes, but the game's also interesting. It will be though. I hope it turns out to be an even contest. Something that's missing in the IPL.
St. Lucia had a lot of runs.
Yeah.
Reina scored 100, I remember.
Yes,
in
against
St.
South
Lucia.
Africa.
And that's the ground where Hussey played that knock.
60 of
against
24,
Pakistan.
yes.
And St. Lucia.
At St. Lucia, yep.
Michael
yep.
Hussey. And that got voted the best T20 innings.
In that decade, if I'm not mistaken. isn't
Yeah,
it?
something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
And I was there, the ground, I actually had my jaw drop. We had thought game done, dusted, pack up. And then Michael, and in those days, those kind of knocks, they were in. Now you still got used to such knock.
they
That time it
needed
never happened.
2 or 3 every ball.
I
they
was like,
needed.
what is happening? We were like, after some time, Ajmal was
Ajmal,
there.
Saeed Ajmal. They needed 34 of 2 overs. Then Amir conceded 16. Mitchell Johnson, 1 ball he faced, he got a single. 17 of 5. 6, 6, 4, 6. That was the only time I had to change my entire match report. I thought, okay, Pakistan's doing this 2010, who would have thought?
Yeah.
I think the second time an Australian made your jaw drop, Maxwell 201.
Yeah. Agreed.
The only other guy that we have upstairs, when the match ends up getting changed in the last 4-5 deliveries, Pandey, like, kya yaar, pura match report badalna pad jayega.
Man, that was the only time I had to change the entire match report. And second time happened Nidahas. Oh boy, we didn't know whether you're going to win or lose.
DK.
The DK special indeed.
DK misses out on the score.
Thank goodness.
It had to happen. Once bitten, twice shy here.
Not going down that route again. Been there, done that. Let his knocks be limited to IPL. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
In the twilight of his career.
Fine. Because, once bitten, twice shy is also not wholly applicable.
No, it's different strokes for different folks.
Anyway, the other big story, which is shocking again, Mayank Yadav, the way Lucknow Super Giants have been handling him.
Terrible.
He is now almost ruled out of this IPL, seems like that, because it's the same injury that kept him out for so many games. And now it has emerged that they pushed him. He was not 100% fit.
KL Rahul admitted as much.
Yeah.
He
so
said
now
very clearly.
you pushed him and now he's got the same injury.
Grade 1 tear.
And see, now this takes you back to when BCCI said that we are in touch with IPL franchises, what will be done, what won't be done. And they are going to manage workloads properly. I don't think franchises quite listen. Because if they did. Now, he is a bowler who I hear is going to be getting a contract.
Yeah,
the
pace
BCCI
bowler.
contract.
Bowling
very soon.
contract, yeah.
But what has happened now? You pushed him, you rushed him because you needed him desperately. Same, bowls a few overs, same injury. Who knows? It could be a long term, yeah. So who's going to pay for that if it turns out to be a long term for rushing him? Who's going to be responsible for that?
Should take it out of KL Rahul's contract, maybe?
Maybe.
He did admit to rushing him. He's the captain of LSG. What he says would hold some weight.
It's not good. When you rush a particular player in and you're half fit, it's there. Now for the IPL is gone. He's getting a pace bowler's contract, hopefully. But what next now for Mayank Yadav? NCA, okay, fine. NCA are going to monitor him and all those kind of things. But you've seen, even the NCA has a very checkered history.
Yeah, exactly. Even NCA monitoring anyone's history reminds me of KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer.
And Hardik Pandya and Wriddhiman Saha. That was the tipping point.
Yes.
Rriddhiman Saha was the ultimate tipping point. When NCA totally botched it up. And don't forget that even Rohit Sharma, 2020, we all thought, okay, he's ruled out of Australia. Okay, but he's playing in the IPL. Immediately after the announcement. So, and the franchisees listen to the BCCI. Wow, what a utopian world would that be in? They just don't.
Can you see a few comments, please? I want to see on what our extended family are saying about Rinku as well as Mayank and whatever's happened to them. The first one.
Yeah, why Gil picked ahead of Rituraj? Gil.
We can't read his name.
What's his Pawan Upar Naam? Just see. What's his name? Dhanush. Dhanush is saying, why Gil picked ahead of Rituraj? Gil ordinary in T20s.
But Rituraj, I think, was behind the pecking order. Gil was at one point seen as one of your future captains.
Yeah.
So even if you don't keep him in the squad, you'll keep him as a reserve. Plus, Rituraj sadly never been in the scheme of things due to his own injury issues.
He did well the other day. A couple of good knocks, but he was looking for
100
back-to-back
98,
hundreds, in fact. But maybe it came a little late, and Gil was always going to be ahead. Gil was the last one to be dropped, so that's to say he was there and thereabouts. And there were some runs in the IPL to begin with, where Rutu was just looking for runs.
Yeah. Vishal Panchal says India might go in with 2 fast bowlers plus Hardik. Yeah. Hardik / Dube and 3 spinners. It's a possibility. It's pretty much the same team that I was saying. The only difference he's done is I included a Dube and a Hardik both.
Yeah.
But he's got
Hardik
there, most likely, no Dube, and then going with 3 spinners. What that will do is really compromise your batting. So you will have Ravindra Jadeja at 7.
Yeah, and that's it. 4 number 11s.
But effectively, it will be your batting till 6.
Yeah.
6.
Then you will have that same problem. 4 number 11s. What was the template? We needed number 8. Number 8. And
It's
now
risky.
7.
Risky.
That's it. Very risky. Shubham Garg is saying 3 pacers in squad shows India will play 2 frontline pacers only in the 11, which means either 3 spinners will play or both Dube plus Hardik are going
I
to
think
play.
Shubham will most likely be the latter, because 3 spinners does not make sense. I know people will say, oh, West Indies slow, low, this, that. But listen, it's not going to be in the hands of the Cricket West Indies for one. Secondly, I mean, we've seen even if it was in their hands, series that have happened over there have been very, very high scoring. They know what the strengths of their batters are, my friend. They have full of destructive batters aside from the openers.
Yeah.
Brandon
That's
King.
exactly the 11 that I picked. Having both Dube and Hardik in my team.
Yeah.
Mayank Madan says, saw interview of Rinku's father, boils my blood. And that's exactly what we started with.
Yeah. But as they say, cricket in India can be brutal. There is so many people that deserve a place, but all can't fit in. Right from the beginning, right? We are all thinking he is the incumbent.
Right from the beginning of time.
Right from ever since IPL began.
Time immemorial.
No, it must have happened before that also. No? Those days, some other sport, same thing would happen.
Yeah.
Ever since the apes were playing something.
Exactly. Their tribe team
Yeah.
playing, I don't know, whatever.
Gilly Danda.
No, archery, something.
Human civilization.
Recurve archery.
Yes, you can only take 3 from your
Yeah.
tribe. So
Exactly.
maybe the guy who's been consistently scoring a lot of things gets
You're
left
going-
out because the leader of the tribe, his son-in-law is.
You are anyway going back to a place.
Could have happened.
Yeah. You're going back to a place where the first ever cricket match was played, international cricket match. USA versus Canada, 1850.
Yes.
You're going back there, and yeah, as I said, that's why I have that railway analogy.
But this
no?
predates cricket.
But again, Rinku, if you look at it, why we use the railway analogy, it fits in perfectly. He was WL1, but now it's become regret / WL. He thought, okay, I may get it.
No, he's WN. No, because he's traveling.
Yeah, he's traveling. But
WN.
No, he's RAC. You can travel now. You can sit in the berth. He's RAC.
But can't even
You can't sleep.
He can't sleep on the berth. But
Of course he'll be having
He's not
sleepless
in the-
nights
he's
now.
He's traveling, but he's not in the compartment. He's sitting upper.
that is RAC. Weightless, you have to stand in the door.
So I'm saying sitting upper meaning on roof of the thing. He can't be inside, na? He can't be inside the bogie.
Yeah, he can't be
So
inside
he's
the boat.
waiting list.
He's waitlist, yes.
There's no seat for him.
Yeah.
Seat is only for those. See, your confirmed is the one who's
11.
11.
Yeah.
Then your RSC is the one who
4.
can sit in
Yeah.
the berth, but are
can't sleep or do anything.
but they are part of the 15.
Yeah.
They'll ones who miss out, but at least they can go.
Yeah.
You're weightlifting one, either stand near the door or sit on top of the bogie.
And on the door next to the washroom.
That's where he has to be. So
He's WL. Rinku Singh has become WL. The birth got, and he didn't have Tatkal also. Premium Tatkal bhi nahi tha.
Tatkal he can maybe.
Who all other
25th May tak Tatkal can.
Yeah, applicable till 25th May.
I think Tatkal applicant was Rishabh Pant.
Nahi.
No, he was not Tatkal. His seat has been reserved since way before.
Reserved? No. This was his only resort.
To an extent, you'll say.
This was his only
Rohit
resort.
In the IPL, you did not know. So, Pant and Dube are Tatkal.
He waited for school like vacation. Okay, vacation कब का date आ रहा है? Okay, then I'll book my ticket. That was Rishabh Pant. Rohit and Virat were the first. They said advance में booking कर लेते. When the window opened, they booked.
VIP quota.
VIP quota after 25th. If somebody comes in, that is VIP Tatkal here.
Who comes straight into 15?
Yes, that is VIP Tatkal. Man, the amount of pain that, because see, 24 hours only that window is open. 25th, boss, I'm getting that Tatkal ticket. Yeah, go in. What Rishabh Pant would have done is, okay, yaar, I need to perform. Dekhta hun, let me do my school homework first. And then, school homework mil gaya, chalo ticket book kar lete hain. Ticket is done, so he's got it.
Okay, Manchester Rising from the US says, is this team aggressive enough to score 200 plus batting first in a World Cup
knockout
game? We've been eliminating batting first in last World Cup, and that's my biggest concern. I can't disagree.
You've been knocked out while batting first in all T20 World Cups since 2014.
My point is this team capable of chasing 220 also?
See, they'll chase.
Yeah.
220.
They will chase because there's enough batting there. But setting a target, I always have
How
better.
will they chase?
If you have 8 batters, for instance, I think you can chase.
Rohit
but how do we have
intent,
8?
but will get out.
Yeah. He'll score a quick 30 or
Virat will
15.
get runs.
But at a lesser stake,
then
right?
by the time so the only way Hardik will not perform.
Hardik,
You'll be reliant on Sanju and
won't be
Dube.
the crunch situation. Sanju also would have started if this comes little later. Then the tournament won't happen.
Exactly.
Pant also will play percentage cricket. So the only way you'll chase 220 would be the day Dube fires.
Yeah.
If he does not, forget about
it. Yeah. And man.
you'll chase.
180,
190.
That you'll chase.
Yeah.
That the Virat will take.
Our territory.
Chase master.
Yeah, exactly. And you have been eliminated batting first in last World Cup since 2014, my friend. 2014 World Cup final.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. 2016 semi-final West Indies.
2021
both games versus Pakistan and New Zealand. Then 2022 you lost one game to South Africa. You batted first in Optus and then you lost in the Adelaide semi-final. Batting first is a big issue. So, and the last time you won while defending, I mean, just out of memory, if you look at it, 2012 Super 6 versus South Africa, we won by 1 run against them. You didn't, you fell to Australia while defending a total. So, yeah.
Rakesh Bhushan says, media is reporting that KKR ruined Rinku's chances by not giving him game time and CSK gave ample time to Dube, even though both were competing for the same spot in the India team. I think this is a bit harsh, firstly, Rakesh, to say that. Having said that, I kind of agree that on certain situation in certain matches, you could have sent, they did last match. But that's just a one-off. Certain matches I thought they could have. But again, I can't fault them because no team is just going to change their game plan based on what the Indian team requires. By that logic, Dube should have been bowling, but CSK is not giving him the ball.
Yeah, he's batting in the exact same position that he was batting last year, 3 or 4 dependent on situation. With KKR, the only criticism you can have is that sometimes they didn't send him higher up.
Yeah.
Could have.
Maybe I think that Delhi game where you did still score 272, maybe he could have batted earlier because Ramandeep came later. Shreyas, I think, batted ahead of Rinku that game. That's what the criticism was.
But again, he got you 28 of 7. So if that doesn't convince you, then I don't know what will.
And he could have come up even in the game versus PBKS also. You remember we were all saying, why is Rinku not getting promoted? When the situation was tailor-made for him.
But are they that guilty? I don't think so.
No,
the franchise,
they're not guilty. No, they are not guilty.
Also,
about it.
they've had a winning formula in place. They're succeeding as a franchise right now. Number 2 on the points table.
He fell victim to the recency bias.
Yeah.
And also,
And because he's not that big a name.
and you want to flaunt your luxury also. No, 4 spinners. You got a luxury
That
of
doesn't
spinners.
get you anything. What luxury?
But the selectors don't think so.
Luxury then you could have taken Vishnu, you have luxury dikhana hai.
But you've taken
Luxury though, IPL is luxury as Viru says.
Okay, more comments I'm going to take. GGK is saying, Shane, thought you would be a lot sadder for Rinku. Why not a proper rant?
See, listen, I was at
Nikhil
home.
would be on a rant for days if Dube was not picked.
Because I already processed it. For
Completely agree.
one, this team, I've stopped expecting good things from them. Sad reality as it is. So them disappointing me is just like, oh, again. Oh, no problem.
You got the Harshit's way now.
Yeah, with the Indian team, I kind of am like that. Kind of am like
It's
No,
that.
that
Heading
means
in.
he's gone with like that with one team. Now you're all teams you have the same.
But they're all on the same path now. What to do?
That's actually true.
What to do? It's coinciding. The Indian team, Manchester United, particularly 10-year drought, 10-year drought. Somewhere it's 11, the other way is 12.
At least Chelsea's won one major trophy 3 years
And that way, so even United has won the EFL Cup and the FA
We won the
Cup.
Champions League, boss. Don't compare.
Champions League 2020, but still just the second Champions League. That's a lot for
That is
Chelsea.
still a
to
very
be
prestigious
cherishing.
tournament.
Yeah, we're still
I know.
ahead. We're still ahead by one Champions
See,
League. but,
I would rate,
Oh
see,
my
if you look
God.
at the football trophies, in England, where the FA Cup, then the Premier League, and then the Champions League.
It's the other way.
No,
Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League
FA
is
is
highest.
higher than the
No,
Premier League.
Premier League is higher. It'll always be because it's the
This
main
is
league.
cup.
That's a cup. And of course, now bigger than everything else is Champions League
Champions
because
League,
continental was simple
Yeah,
as.
it is.
Okay.
Shubham Garg is saying, Nick sir, do you think we need to take into account India's not played top bowlers like Bolt, Rabada post 2022? All were backup bowlers like Abbott.
Indian batters haven't.
Yeah, in series and all, basically.
Yeah, true, but they've faced them in the IPL, na? It's bigger than international cricket for a lot of people.
I know.
By the way, I mean, I don't think that Rabada is going to, have the Indian batters lose sleep. I don't think in the form. He's a good bowler. I really like him. You can see what Andrik Nokia is doing. Cummins has had a mixed bag and been bowling safer areas. Bolt will always be Bolt. He'll trouble you in some time. He'll continue to do that. So I don't think anything changes with the amount of times you face. And some of the Indian batters that are going have played these bowlers for years on. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We not played them in a few bilateral series.
You've played Bolt for years, he still gets you out with his in nippers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't
I
matter.
mean, you've got
occasionally the
he's
one going
partnering
out
up
as
with
well.
this new ball partner who's playing his 7th T20 World Cup. Tim Saudi.
Tim Saudi.
7 T20 World Cups even he's played. The only ones he didn't play was 2007 and 9. Since then he's been there in every T20 World Cup.
Okay, silly point says, Nikhil sir, if you have any relatives in the US, please ask them to come back because the criminals of 1911 are going. Yeah, come on,
Come
they're a good team. Huh?
You win,
They
you
beat
lose,
you.
my friend.
They beat
1911.
you. 1911.
1911.
They beat us, I agree. Whatever said and done, it's always Australia. On the other side, it's always there. But having said that, the last 2 test series that India went to Australia, beat them. So it's no mean feat, man. Come on. Credit where credit is due. Credit where credit
Beat them when they came here as well.
Yeah, 4. You won 4 consecutive. I
yeah.
guess.
But at home we used to always, like barring that 2005 series, more often than not you're beating them. But to go in Australia and not win a test, which used to be massive for us.
Yeah. To now winning series
Yeah,
consistently.
your neighbors haven't done
It's
that. A
incredible.
couple of them.
I mean, your neighbors,
How many teams would have done?
Pakistan have not
Ne-
won
never
there
had
for
a
nearly
test.
30 years.
West Indies,
West Indies won in Gava.
test, Baba. Series
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Series last they won was 1993. That's
So 30 years.
34 years. 31 years.
Huh?
Exactly.
34 years. I was born in 93, boss. What do you say?
31 years now and counting. Sri Lanka have never won a test there at all in Australia. South Africa are the only team. They won 3 consecutive in Australia 2008, 2012, 2016.
Piyush Nandre saying Hardik will pull the chain and stop the train between the journey and return.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about his injury, the famous injuries that Hardik Pandya does have. I mean, 2021 he played only as a pure batter.
That was a bad decision because it really ruined your team composition.
2023 middle of the tournament he went and 2 spots fell vacant. One Mohammad Shami capitalized, Surya didn't capitalize.
Okay, final comment before we wind up. GGK is saying, Harshit, you're comparing Champions League with domestic cups. Yeah.
I didn't. That was because Siddharth said something about the cups. That's when there's been some trophies to show for. It's not like, it's that bad in a patch. Yes, it is.
Carabao.
But if you're
You won
counting
Carabao FA,
then there's an odd FA Cup, EFL Cup 4 years back, Europa.
EFL is Carabao, right?
Yeah. That tournament has taken 10 turns, rebranding and what not.
Yeah, you won the Europa also, so.
But not the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Okay, Ishan Sharma says, are we the only team where none of the top 5 bowl?
It's a good point actually. Yeah, could very well be.
We'll go through teams and then come back. We'll go through that.
In Australia, I have Mitch Marsh at number 3. He bowls.
South Africa. Markram, you're counting as a bowler.
You could.
Livingston for England.
Yeah, Livingston for
Yeah,
England.
Markram, yes.
Yes, why not?
He bowls a lot internationally. He bowls himself a lot.
You
Power
bowl,
play.
you bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Power play also.
Oh, you forgot in Australia, Travis Head can
Head
bowl.
can bowl.
Oswin, yes. New Zealand, almost all can. A Bracewell
But
can
in
bowl.
Australia's case, the bowlers can bat also. So
Exactly.
qualifies.
You got a Bracewell who can bowl in
Yeah.
the top 5.
Yeah. Daryl Mitchell, your
Mitchell
favorite.
can
Yaar,
bowl,
come on,
yeah.
forget. Rachin Ravindra, yaar. I'm
Ratchet.
saying everyone there can bowl.
Exactly, except for Kane.
Although Kane also can bowl, but
Siddharth
his,
He's just not bowled for
has
years.
a very genuine blush when you talk about New Zealand players.
I mean, their jersey again.
Don't be too sure with him. Maybe 2 years down the line, he say, I was never a New Zealand fan. You guys forced me. I never
see-
said I'm New Zealand. You used to be
This time I don't like their jersey. Jersey that I
But many people are drooling over it that this is a retro look.
no, see, nothing can beat their black jersey. It's an iconic jersey.
No, I like their 85 champions of champions. That
The
beige.
beige brigade,
Beige.
yeah. But black is synonymous with New Zealand here as far as sport is concerned. I know for the All Blacks, but they made black look cool, and that's why.
Yeah, that was like a metal black, like a
Yeah.
greyish black.
The 2022 jersey was fantastic. New Zealand loved that 2022 T20 World Cup jersey. So I want them in the black. 2003 are iconic, 7 iconic, 11
As I said,
iconic.
doesn't matter what jersey they wear. Here down the line, he'll say, they were never my favorite team. You
They
guys only
are,
said that.
no, they are.
So today Siddharth has a little bit of CSK, a little bit of Punjab, a little bit of Delhi.
Yeah.
Manchester Rising from the US says, Senna are lovers of cricket and India are lover of cricketers. That's a very valid point.
Valid point.
Perfectly sums up, in my opinion, name on the front is more important than one on the back.
Agreed.
Totally.
That was- Okay, on that note, thank you very
We
much.
didn't discuss anything about the upcoming
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
Take care. See you. Bye bye. Mid innings. We
Yeah.
come very soon.
Yep.
Bye bye.
No predictions
Nothing.
also.
Bye.
Bye bye.